Hi, Timothy here. So today's video is all about okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki is basically a Japanese savory pancake, and there are two main variations of okonomiyaki. One is Osaka style and the other one is Hiroshima style. So this time we are going to try both of them, including one lesser known okonomiyaki in between. So first we will start here in Osaka. Our first stop is this restaurant called Ajinoya. So let's see how Osaka Okonomiyaki is made. First, mix up the ingredients inside the batter. Then pour it onto the grill. Don't forget about the fallen ingredients. Then close it up with some more batter. Let it cook for a while. Then flip it. Let the other side to cook for a few more minutes. Once it is ready, it is time to add the sauces. Here they put some mayonnaise, mustard, then the okonomiyaki sauce. Last but not least, a handful of katsuobushi with seaweed flakes on top of it. And that is how Osaka Okonomiyaki is made. To eat the okonomiyaki, we can use this mini spatula. Cut a piece, then put it onto the plate. Now let's try our first okonomiyaki. It's really good. The sauce is sweet and slightly tangy. The batter is soft and fluffy, with a nice smoky flavor from the flakes. And if you leave it for a while, you can get a nice crispy skin. Okonomiyaki means as you like, so it can contain any mix of toppings. And here we have shrimp, squid, and crispy bacon. Now let's go try another okonomiyaki. But before we go south to Hiroshima, we are going to make a brief stop at Okayama, specifically to visit this okonomiyaki restaurant. And we are going to try the local okonomiyaki called Kakioko. Kaki means oyster, and oko is short for okonomiyaki. So this is an Osaka-style Okonomiyaki with oyster as the main ingredient. But it is not limited to oyster. You can get half and half toppings, which is what we have here. Half oyster and half pork. So let's try the first half with oyster. That's good. The sauce is savory and not too sweet. The batter is soft, but it has a nice crunch from the rice puff. As for the oyster, it is soft, slightly briny, but not fishy at all. Now let's try the other half. Oh, that's good. The other half tastes a bit more peppery because it doesn't have any sauce on it. And the pork is nice, salty and juicy. I think it's a great idea to have two different flavors in one. Finally, it is time we head out to Hiroshima. We are going to try Hiroshima-style Okonomiyaki at this place called Okonomimura, which is a building with 3 floors full of okonomiyaki shops. Each shop has its own style and is a little bit different than the other one next door. It is a bit hard to choose when there are too many options around. In the end, I chose the one right next to the entrance. If Osaka style is cooked in one batter, with Hiroshima style it is cooked in layers. First, a layer of crepe. Add a lot of cabbage and a lot of bean sprouts, some green onions, rice puff, seasoning, add strips of pork, a little bit of batter on top, flip it and let it cook for a while. Add the noodle and form it into a circle until it becomes one layer. Stack the other layer on top of the noodle. Press it down so they stick together. Next, add the egg as another layer. And put the other layer on top of the egg. Flip it again. Add the okonomiyaki sauce. And some seaweed flakes. And there you go, a Hiroshima-style Okonomiyaki. Let's cut a piece and try it out. That's delicious. The sauce is very flavorful. You can taste the individual layer with its own distinct texture. The outer noodle is crispy but soft in the middle. The bacon is also crispy and smoky. We also get tons of crunchiness from the cabbage, bean sprouts, and the rice puff. It is just layers of textures and flavors. It might not look big, but it is very dense and it will fill you up. Anyway, we had 3 different okonomiyaki from 3 different prefectures. So the question is, which one is better? I guess it's a bit hard to answer because each of them has their own charm. Flavor-wise, I prefer Osaka Okonomiyaki because it has a stronger flavor, especially with the mayonnaise and the katsuobushi. It is also easier to eat because all of the ingredients are mixed together. With Hiroshima Okonomiyaki, you can taste the individual layers and different kinds of textures. A bit messy to eat, but it will fill you up for the day. But regardless of the style, all of them are really delicious. So you should try okonomiyaki whenever you come to Japan. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.